Mark Slane with the United States Krav Maga Association. Subject we've talked about before, and basically, our techniques are going to go to crap when we need them. Kind of a discussion last week with somebody over one of our blogs. They truly seem to think that if you train everything correctly, it will come out of you correctly. And one of the quotes from Rory Miller that I love is, "You fight like you train is a fallacy unless you are training blind, deaf, clumsy, stupid." Because that's what the adrenaline dump, what fear, what exhaustion, what all these things do to us, messes with us. Absolutely, it's more than adrenaline. It's a cocktail. Reading Rory Miller's Meditations on Violence, Facing Violence, reading Colonel Grossman stuff, we can study what the effects of being afraid, of being exhausted. We can study these things. Our brain will go to midbrain and our training will come out of us. So, to an extent, we're going to do the right technique. It's just going to look like crap. It will degrade. There's no arguing that. Under a real attack, with the adrenaline dump, with the fear, with the surprise, the techniques are going to crap. They will degrade. That's just a given. We easily prove this when we do a handgun defense seminar. We get pretty decent at handgun from the front, and then we put it with a realistic attacker. He just ramps it up a little bit. He smacks your face, punches you. You got to do the defense when he finally puts the gun in your face, he or she. And after we've done that, I always ask the group, did those techniques just get better or worse? And they always, worse. Then we'll put that same handgun disarm in a jostle drill. People are bouncing us around with shields. All of a sudden there's the gun, we have to take it away. That's not much stress. We're in a gym. We know it's not a real gun. We know it's a friend. We know what attack's coming. We know pretty much when it's coming. And yet at the end of that drill, I ask the question, did those just get better or worse? Oh, they got worse. Absolutely. Unlike most seminars, I'm teaching these people in my seminar that it's almost guaranteed to fail. As good as we can get it in this gym, under the surprise of a real attack, under the, oh my God, I'm about to die, that's a real gun, the fear, the adrenaline dump, it's going to go to crap. So, basically the philosophy of a handgun defense is point it somewhere else so that when it goes off it doesn't hit you. Beat on the fool that has the gun, end up with the gun. As long as we're pushing that philosophy, we can do that. It's just, I guess it's a pet peeve when we'll show one of our drills. It's under exhaustion, it's under stress, and then somebody will, oh, your elbow was pointed 5 degrees the wrong direction. Your pinky was mislined. It's like, yeah, when we put these perfect techniques under stress, under exhaustion, we're trying to come close to simulating what they're going to see on the street. We can't come anywhere close to it, actually, but with just that little bit of exhaustion and a little bit of confusion, things are going to crap. For me to stop class and yell at them to keep their elbow pointed in the right way or this or that, it's like, really? You know what? If I turn the corner and somebody swats at me with a knife, I've got these knife defenses I've worked on a whole bunch. But all I'm probably going to get out of me is to get an arm up in the way so that I don't get stabbed, hit this idiot, and then either bear hug that arm and start throwing knees or run the other way. And if we show one of those stress drills where someone swings at somebody with a knife, I'll hear from 10 different experts on how wrong it was. We had the wrong part of our arm facing the knife. We threw the wrong punch, and it just cracks me up. This tells me it's people that are studying techniques and have not put what they're learning under a realistic attack, under stress, under exhaustion. Every single Krav class that we run, beginner level 1, we always end it with a stress drill. We try to create confusion, exhaustion, stress, to work on or to put the techniques we learn in class under that. And the point is always, it went to crap. Those techniques that we looked so good when we were standing there hitting a pad, they look like crap now. But the point is, when in doubt, hit something. We're trying to get people from completely freezing and dropping their hands and being so bewildered and confused that they just stand there. The whole point of that drill isn't to make our technique perfect. The whole point of that drill is to go crazy, go forward, go hard, finish what's in front of you. Do I care about the technique? No. I want you to hit this person 157 times with all you got in you and go be safe. So, those who think techniques are the answer, put it under a stress drill. You will see that it degrades. As good as you have it down, it won't look as good, period. And there's a lesson there. Under the stress and exhaustion and adrenaline dump of a real attack where you might die and you didn't know it was coming, imagine. It's absolutely going to pot. So, we want to put everything we learn under a realistic attack, stress, exhaustion. We want to try to produce the point where the technique is going downhill. And then we'll see it's not about technique, it's about self-defense. It's about going forward, going off like a bomb, doing the maximum amount of damage in the minimum amount of time, and then getting to safety. And in nowhere in that definition was "and perfect technique," because it's a dream. It's not going to happen. Mark Slane, United States Krav Maga Association.